and welcome. I believe we are live. I hope you can hear me. I hope everything is all good. This is the first time doing this one here, but as the title indicates, we are live. We are rolling in the deep, or more so, 95 on my way to MICROCENTER. And I thought it'd be dope if you guys ride along with me. Rather that's my live, those of you who are here with me live on the replay or live, doesn't matter. You can come be a part of the journey as we roll on down to Micro Center. Had to come down here and make a trip to pick up a specific component. Not splurging, not doing anything fancy, really not picking up a lot of stuff. One item in particular, and if they so by chance, have other things I am interested in or looking for, then I'll go ahead and grab those too. You know what I'm saying? But if not, we're going down there for one particular item. Got my coffee. It's a beautiful Sunday. I don't have any of our normal tools for the show. This is a mobile show, and tell you what, I think my iPhone camera is about getting ready to retire on me. Like, it looks really weird, but hopefully, audio, everything sounds good. Let me know what's going on in your neck of the woods on this glorious Sunday. As I ride on down to my local micro center, it is a bit of a journey, or a bit of a journey for me. It's not really close, but it's not really far. It's about an hour away. But me and Mrs. Ma, we enjoyed the scenery. We enjoyed the ride, heading on down there. But I also wanted to, on this field trip, I guess, if you will, we can call it. Wanted to, talk about just becoming a pizza gamer altogether, and that follows up with the live show we did yesterday night or last night, episode 57 of the live experience. If you haven't chat, watch that show. We dropped 5 tips. There's a lot of gains in that show. We dropped 5 tips that could help you before you build or buy your next gaming PC. And on top of that, along with this journey, if you have any questions, if you're unable to catch me live, like during on a Saturday, you're like, oh wow, Lab is live Sunday, and I know we all in different time zones, but if you have any questions about anything to PC gaming or how to get into PC gaming, feel free to drop those down in the chat. We still got Mrs. Mod right there. She will highlight any questions. I see TMZ is in the house. TMZ says, "Hey there, TMZ. We missed you yesterday on yesterday's live stream, episode 57. It's good to see you, TMZ. As I roll on down to, I'm on my way to Micro Center, and I never did one of these before. I never had you guys be a part of the journey and ride with me in the car. I've done videos like this, but never a live stream. I wasn't even sure how the internet will hold up. So this is all experimental, guys. But that's a part of running a brand that's called Inside the Lab, right? But in this field trip or in this journey as we make our way to Micro Center, I also want to just talk about the journey to becoming a PC gamer, like checking off all of the bulletin points and doing your proper research, looking into motherboard, CPU configuration, case form factors, motherboard form factors, power supply units, how many wattage or how much wattage your PC is expected to use up, and then how much are you going to need? What type of monitor should you buy? And what type of games will you be able to run on a system with the budget you have allotted to get it done? That part is essentially the journey to become a PC gamer, and that is looking, doing a thorough job. Not just the type of games you want to play. Stressed that last night. It wasn't the highlight of the show, but we talked. That is a ship their products. Well, my, you might, and you might be on your way down there. You might see your boy Lab. Check me out. Have to go down there and pick up a part. But the journey to becoming a PC gamer, it, it it's a tough one. It can be confusing, intimidating. You might even run out of money along the way. That's quite possible as well. Getting started and not properly allocating your budget in places that will best suit your overall system. How to get the most performance out of your system, putting that money in all most performance out of your system, putting that money in all the right places. getting a GPU that's going to complement your monitor, or a CPU that's going to be fast enough to power your refresh rate and drive your response time. Speaking of driving, a lot of Sunday drivers out here right now, y'all, on 95. See how many people come in. If we get up to a certain amount of likes, I don't know, maybe I'll do some carpool karaoke. But yeah, and again, if you're on the replay, and you come across this video, let me know what was, if you already have your PC or you already built your PC, what was your journey like? We have some members in the community where I know they've been stunted by the GPU techdemic, right? On being unable to build a PC in the past couple of years, or possibly finish a build in the past couple of years because they were unable to purchase a graphics card at an affordable price. A little going back a bit further, and it was you were unable to purchase one at all. Like there just wasn't enough graphics cards being produced to meet supply, or they were quickly being bought up by scalpers and price gougers who were taking those graphics cards and then flipping them for a ridiculous price, somewhere along the lines of about 50 to 60% markup. Easy, and in some cases, depending on the graphics card, new or old, that's still very much the case now. They're being sold, they're being sold at a markup or at a high price, way above MSRP, somewhere along the lines of 50% above MSRP, and that's insane. Imagine what that does to your budget when you're looking to pick up a card along the lines of $200-$300, $250 to $350 USD, and you saved up for that card to finish your build. You have everything else, but now that card unexpectedly jumped up in price to 700, or I'm sorry, not 700, but about 700. Yeah, in most cases, like $600-700. Those graphics cards are going for before 1050 Ti's were reintroduced back on shelves. They were selling for about $400-500, which is crazy because that graphics card at MSRP sells under $200. It's a little hard to justify the performance of that card when that's how much you have to pay for it. Being that there could be faster options at that price point, but at the time, for new builders and newcomers getting into the fold, they just weren't available. Matter of fact, on last night's live stream, I highlighted the fact that not only were graphics cards initially hard to find, the illusion that prices would drop after we got more in stock quickly came to. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but prices would drop when we got more in stock. I mean that illusion quickly died down because prices still increased. They still kept going up. It wasn't a matter of now we have graphics cards in stock, prices should come down. In all respect, that's ideally what should have been the case, but it just wasn't. They either continued to rise or they stayed the same. It didn't really go down. I did a car vlog similar to this. I did a car vlog on how potentially buying a graphics card may never be the same, to where this could very much be the prices we see going forward, especially with NVIDIA set to launch their BF GPU line of graphics cards. I believe the keynote is May 28th. Is it May 28th? Yeah, it has to be May 28th, not May 23rd, but today's date. So it's either 23rd or 28th. So it's either tomorrow or 28th. But NVIDIA's keynote is coming up, where they are most likely set to at least announce their next lineup of graphics cards, presumably the 40 series or a 30 Super Series. Will they skip over the Super Series? And if that's the case, why didn't we get an RTX 30 Super Series? We're just jumping right over to the 40 series and not getting a super lineup. We got a super lineup with the 20 series, arguably when nobody either A, asked for it or was looking for it to drop. They just came out of nowhere. Next thing you know, you had, graphics cards slightly faster than 2080 Ti. Not as much as a super series. Or maybe we'll see RTX 4060 Super, 3070 Super, Although arguably I believe that those are nothing more than their TI variants. The TI variants were the Super Series in disguise. I mean, they were the Super Series in disguise. So NVIDIA very much could just skip right over the Super Series with the 30 series and just go straight into an RTX 40 series, RTX 4090, 4080, 4070, 4060. Then they too will be looking to introduce their multi-core chip design, where they would have more than one GPU engine on the PCB, and then a memory interface to communicate the VRAM and the graphics engine. What is that going to say for power consumption? Are we at an age where we're ready to ignore power draws, increasing PSU requirements, becoming more and more common, and it just seems like as a community, we're forced to just accept it, adapt or die, or fade to black. Say, you know what? I'll stick with previous generations until my needs start to exceed what my hardware is able to output, the performance my system is able to output, or you make micro upgrades in between. We had a member in the community come onto the live show last night and highlighted their upgrade journey, going from, I believe it was a 2200G to a Ryzen 5 3600. Now, it's not a graphics card upgrade, but it is, it is introducing significant performance gains. I'm sorry, TMZ. Let me try to bring your comment up on time. Let's see, why is that not? TMZ says the new GPUs will be PCI 5. Also correct. Yes, that is correct. Yep. They too will take advantage of the PCIe Gen 5 interface. What will that translate into performance? We'll just have to see. But among other things, I think we'll also see a much improved rasterization performance in these graphics cards. I mean, ray tracing and DLSS might be what it is for the most part, but I just think there aren't enough games that are properly implementing the technology that makes it worthwhile, that makes you want to use it. But on the other hand, I am a fan of ray tracing. So if that means that if 40 series means the introduction of better ray tracing performance, DLSS performance, maybe 3.0, some gamers could welcome those changes. But it starts with the developers. They have to take advantage of those technologies and that interface. If not, it's like the technology is there, real time ray tracing, hardware accelerated real time ray tracing, but the software doesn't support it, or it's not properly implemented, which was especially the case when ray tracing and DLSS was first introduced with the 20 series. Definitely was the case. But will we see AMD's 7000 series? And speaking of graphics cards, will we see AMD's RX 7000 series before the end of this year? I don't think so. Maybe not. Being that they just dropped their arguably 65, 50, or 50 series refresh of their RDNA 2 6000, RX 6000 series lineup of graphics cards. I don't think we'll see RX 7000 series possibly until 2023. That's, gross as a guess, but I don't think we'll see RX 7000 series until 2023. Now with AMD dropping their 50 series refresh for RDNA 2, they are affordable. I know when they first dropped, the community was kind of questioning the pricing AMD went with, but I mean they're still they're priced slightly lower than NVIDIA's alternatives, which aren't quite as available at MSRP. Cloth, RTX 3070 and 70 Ti, looking at you. At least last time I checked, they were still very much hard to find, dude. At MSRP, they're selling for about $800. It's a hard sell if you can pick up, say, 6550 XT for about $500-600. might be a better alternative for you, especially depending on what it is you're trying to play. Remember, it starts with the kind of games you want to play. It starts there. What do you want to get out of that? What do you want to get out of those games? I haven't been playing them. Picking up games. I mean, think about it. Look at the look look at the power draw system. I'll take the former, not the latter, in that case, man. I know I would. Like 650, maybe not enough, especially if you know you're going to want to upgrade rather quickly, quicker than most people. You know, most people typically upgrade their system, which is most of us here in this community. A lot of us in this community, we are super enthusiasts. Is what I branded it last night. Super enthusiasts. Water Rules 1993 is in the house. What's up, Anthony? Brother Anthony, on the road again. Brother Anthony, as well. Anthony is a channel member. So Anthony was privy to part of this expedition here. But what's up, Brother Anthony? On my way to MICROCENTer, as the title implies. Do be sure to hit the like button for me, fam, as on the way in or on the way out if you're unable to stay for the full duration of this live stream. But as we take this glorious field trip to the mecca of PC gaming, that is MICROCENTer. Sorry if that's a little sacrilegious. But as we make this field trip to the the Kamatage for PC gamers, MICROCENTer, we're also highlighting or discussing the journey to becoming a PC gamer. What it takes to get there. Not only what it takes to get you there, but actually to not lose your mind over small nuances like cleaning your system, running into system bugs, or trying to troubleshoot crashes, or not having games load, not having certain applications open, or dealing with a slow and trug machine that seems like it's just like trugging right along, like it's an anchor pulling itself along the bottom of the ocean floor, and it's met with nothing but resistance. You're going to feel that resistance, and you're going to feel it in the form of a slow machine. But what has been your journey as a PC gamer? We're a little familiar with Anthony's journey. We did his, we built his system. We're actually on our way to get a replacement part for his system, and not sure if I'm gonna pick up anything else. We'll see. We'll see what's there. If they have anything good. I am looking for more older stuff here as I shift back into what I really originally wanted to focus on in terms of content on this channel. I really want to get back to creating that kind of content, like digging deep inside and finding that hidden value, that use price to performance that's hidden and spread all over the used market, because it's still there. Oh, it's there. And now with the new market starting to stabilize and becoming a little bit more, I guess, getting a little bit back to normal, just a little bit, not quite there, almost. When I went to a Best Buy, I believe it was a couple weeks ago, when I went to Best Buy, I did see like a 6500 XT. Still no NVIDIA cards though. Still no NVIDIA cards. That's the thing. It's still no NVIDIA cards. Still a lot of AMD cards all over the market, including the recent 50. I call it the RX 50 series launch because all the new SKUs end with 50. Along with their 50 SKU launch. I mean, those graphics cards are, you can, search for one, find it online, or head over to Newegg, even quite possibly at MICROCENTer. We're going to see when I get there. I believe I can't record inside the store without permission, and I ain't got time for all that. I wasn't even going to bother with all that. That'd be another super focused mission when we do like a upcoming build series, and we find some of the parts here at the MICROCENTer. But this mission or this field trip was a little focused. And wow, look at all that traffic over there. Holy smokes! Sorry guys, I'm y'all can't see it, but wow, there's a crap ton of traffic on the other side of the highway. I'm not either looking forward to it or trying to take that way back. I won't. By the time I get back home, the next series of AMD graphics cards already been launched. That's a growth over dramatification, but there is a lot of traffic heading over that side. You guys can't see it, but take my word for it. Wow, it might take 40 coming back. I don't know. It's a lot of traffic. Or I could just waste all the time in MICROCENTER. What do y'all think? Bam, 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 bam. I ain't got the tools with me, y'all. I ain't got the tools of the show. That's why you gotta love these mobile shows, man. These mobile car shows. It's like, just going on a little field trip. Just buckle back, jump in the back seat, give it a little whirl, give it a little ride. And we can also double as a Q&A. So if you have any questions for me or something that you have about a question about the topic or related to PC gaming, now is the time. Feel free to drop it in the chat below. Still checking out all your comments and, of course, keeping my eyes on the road. That's what's most important. My eye looked at me a second ago. But I'm hyped. Feels like I haven't been in a MICROCENTER in a while. But we'll make our way there. I said maybe if we got to 10 likes. I don't know if we'll get there, but if we get up to 10 likes before I reach the MICROCENTER, then I'll maybe do a little carpool karaoke, a little bit of singing, maybe some freestyle singing about the journey to becoming a PC gamer. It's different for each and every single one of us because we all have different expectations for the systems we build. We all put in different amount of money into our builds and into our systems. But again, that's because each of us, and I say each of us as PC gamers, each of us is looking to either experience our games in a particular way, experience our content or our media in a particular way, create our content and our media in a particular way, or what have you. That journey, just the journey itself, is different for all of us. It's different. We all have to go through the same steps: research. If you're building it yourself, even more research. If you're not building it for yourself, you're still doing some merch, which officially each of our live streams right now are sponsored by Inside the Lab merch shop. You can pick up some Inside the Lab swag in all sorts of different sizes and styles: tri-blend hoodies, pullovers, classic tees, graphic lettering, graphic images. Represent the community and what you love to do with some Inside the Lab swag. You can find the link down in the description box below, along with other ways to support the channel. Of course, all small donations and contributions really help. So any size, small or large, all contributions help in a really big way and really help drive the mission and the goal and things like going to MICROCENTER, because gas is not cheap and this beast takes 89. So yeah, gas is a whole nother beast. But yeah, you can support the channel, picking up some merch. Support the channel, of course, by hitting the like button for me. I'm not sure how much further we got. We're almost there. We might not get to 10 likes, y'all. I said if we get to 10 likes before I got to the MICROCENTER, I'll bust out and start singing, but that might not be the case because we're almost there. Almost there. So yeah, what was your journey like as a PC gamer to get into PC gaming? My replay fan. There will also likely be a pinned comment with additional links to some of the content or the material discussed in this car long ride with Lab live Q&A, rolling in the deep, or in this case, rolling on the MICROCENTER. My journey onto the platform, back into PC gaming, I guess you could say, because I did walk away for a while. I was a console pleb, I guess is what they would call it. I was on console, man. I love me some console. At the time, I played nothing but console. But what initially wanted to, what sparked my interest or just intrigue to get back into PC gaming was the lack of stability and a lack of frame rate on my Xbox and even my PlayStation 4 at the time. Like it was it was horrible. It was not playable. It just wasn't. I was trying to play Mad Max at the time, a game that I still want to test out on PC. I think it had some great looking graphics. They might have aged a bit since the game came out, but I still want to play it. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. But my journey wasn't that complex. In fact, it inspired me to create content, being that I want to make this journey a simple one, like it was for me, for others who want to jump onto the platform. Take advantage of some of the reasons why I wanted to jump into the platform. Unlock frame rates, uncapped frame rates, or more detail in your games. Taking advantage of native resolutions, not like upscaled and console corporate magic tricks used to downscale the resolution or adjust it on the fly so you can get a playable experience. No, I didn't want that. I was tired of that. I needed more. I yearned for more, and I caught myself in a position where, yeah, I like to make regular upgrades every once in a while. That is me, guilty as charged, and there's nothing wrong with that, so long as you are within your means and your lifestyle calls for that. You might be a hyper super enthusiast. That's what I would call it, a hyper super enthusiast, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I think we're almost there too. I think we're almost there. Yeah, my journey is what inspired me to become a content creator, to help others along their journey, show them that it's possible. It's possible. It's stressful, sure, but like I said last night's live stream, the hardest part to get into PC gaming is getting started. The hardest part is getting started. Once you get started, and that's not just like looking into your monitor or saving up your money for your budget, but it's all of the things. It's all of the things. It's researching your motherboard before you buy it, looking at the QVL so you're getting so that you buy a kit of RAM that's best optimized for that chipset and for your motherboard. And looking into the build process, seeing what all it takes to actually build a gaming PC, right? Buying the components, working and talking with your system integrator, the person that's actually going to build your system. It's all of the things. It's not one thing, it's all of the things. And that's the hardest part, is just getting started. It's doing all of those things. So we had a few more people bounce on in. Do me a favor and hit the like button for me if you haven't yet. Hit the like button for me. If you're unsure what the heck is going on, we are on our way to MICROCENTer. It's hot. It's hot. I'm not even going to drop a metaphor behind it. It's just hot. But we are on our way to MICROCENTer. I have to pick up a part. We were also discussing on this field trip here the journey to becoming a PC gamer. I asked some members of the audience who were here earlier, what has that journey been like for you? I was highlighting a few seconds ago that my journey, what got me wanting to get back onto the platform and get back into PC gaming, it was a smooth process. Like, I'd done all the things that I've shared with this community, and for other clients I've consulted with, talked to, worked with, helped them get their system up and running or just configure their system. I mean, that's the fun part. If you have proper guidance, that's actually the fun part. Like, that part is actually I like doing that part. We have a defined amount. We know how much we have. We know what we're looking for. I know the gamer type, if you will, and that is as long as we have all of the, not that challenging at all, not that difficult at all to mitigate. You guys get to ride with your boy Lab. Check out those high-speed driving skills. Take a sip of the coffee. Again, I'm not gonna take the camera in Micro Center. I'm not gonna be live. I'm not gonna record inside the Micro Center. Again, I think I need permission from them to do so. I wasn't sure how well my data will hold up. Hopefully, it's not too bad. Yeah, hopefully, it's not. Hopefully, it's not too bad. And you guys, it's not. It's all about the viewer. So, not about how it looks to me on my end. It's all about how it looks to you on y'all end. And I've never did this before. Never going live like this. The videos like this are never going live. So if you're catching this on the replay and you stumbled upon it, and I just give you a heads up, this isn't the normal format of our live show. They typically aren't done this way, but as I do more things on the road related to the content, I want to bring you lovely ladies and gentlemen along with me. Along the way, we can discuss what it is exactly that we're doing on the road, and in this case, going to Micro Center, gonna pick up a board, and I have to consult with the lovely ladies and gentlemen there on said board. You gotta love it. Let me know where you're watching from, live or on the replay. Again, let me know where you're watching from and what question or pain points do you have as a PC gamer. Okay, let us know. Yes, yeah, fam, we're almost there. Feels like you're pulling up to Disney World. Like you're a kid and you just know, like you're just looking for the castle. I'm just looking for that blue logo. But it feels like you're getting closer and closer to Disney, and you just can't wait. Like I feel like a big kid. That's usually the sentiment, though. For most of us going in the Micro Center, we all said the same thing. Feel like a big kid in the candy store. That's typically how I feel, like a big kid in the candy store. If it's packed, I don't know, Mrs. Mott. If it's packed, you'll probably be in and out. We'll see. We'll see. I still don't like to do the crowd thing. I still don't like to do the crowd thing. So we'll see if it's packed. If it's not packed, then it's cool. We'll just jump in and out. It says we're almost there. We didn't get the 10 likes, y'all. We're gonna bust out some carpool karaoke with you until we arrive at our destination. Hit the like button if you haven't yet for me. Hit the like button for me. We are almost at our destination. We are almost at Micro Center, going to the computer mecca, the computer store, the computer mecca store, if you will, of PC gaming and for PC gamers, and really just they have all kinds of stuff. Not just for gamers. They have office supplies and printers and office chairs, all kind of stuff at Micro Center. It doesn't just stop with just like PC hardware. Sure doesn't. Arriving at address 1957 on right. All right. And there it goes, fam. We have arrived at the Micro Center. Bam, 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 bam. If I had the horns with me, I'll sound them off. I'll let them go, but I can't. So I had to do it the generic way. but we are here. I'm going to go in, pick up our item of choice, and we may just talk about it in a separate video. I might not go live going back. We might just talk about it in a separate video. So do be sure to hit the like button for me if you haven't yet. And if you're catching this new, if you're a new viewer just catching this, do be sure to subscribe to the Inside the Lab channel to receive future updates on all upcoming content, live streams, community tab posts, all that good stuff. You can find all the links to everything mentioned down in the description box below. And yeah, the field trip has officially come to an end. We've arrived at our destination. Yay! Bam, 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 bam. Still letting the horns off. Still letting them off. Still sounding off. All right, we've arrived. We've made it. Thank you for giving this one a watch. I do hope to catch you all in the next one. So until then, be easy.